There is this ongoing protest in all of us. We're prone to say we have no king. We want to be our king. And so it's ironic that we get to look at Matthew, and the first thing we're going to see is that we're presented with a king. So the rest of our time will be spent in Matthew's gospel, the 21st chapter. We're in the last week of Jesus's life. You saw that we presented you an opportunity to come and gather uniquely this week because this is considered Holy Week. It's celebrating and it's commemorating the last week of Jesus's life when he was on earth. All roads in Matthew's gospel, all roads in the gospel were leading to this moment. All roads are leading to what we're going to see right now. Jesus is at the peak of and the pinnacle of his popularity. This is Passover week, too. That means the city has been flooded up to 5 or 6 times the amount of people who would normally be in this place and at this time. And in Matthew's gospel, for the first time recorded in Matthew's gospel, we know from John's gospel that the Lord Jesus went to Jerusalem at least 3 times in his life as an adult. But now for the first time in Matthew's gospel, Jesus is going to enter Jerusalem and the crowd's going to go wild. He's been to Jerusalem before, but never like this moment right here. The crowd's going to go wild because here comes the king. Yeah. All 4 gospels, and that's always something to note, when all 4 gospels include something in the life of Jesus in their gospel, which means that every evangelist wanted you to know that this thing happened at this time. Jesus came as king. Verse 10 is going to say, and when he came, the city was stirred. It's the word where we get from seismic. The city, a seismic event happened on this day. In other words, right now, we're going to sit back and calmly hear me try to make this live. But when he walked into the temple, and when he walked into the city, it was anything but calm. Here in Matthew 21, we're going to see the presentation of the king. So let's look at the text. First, Jesus is a king worthy of a grand presentation. Verses 1 to 5. When they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage at the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent 2 disciples, telling them, "Go into the village ahead of you. At once you will find a donkey tied there with her colt. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, say that the Lord needs them, and he will send them at once." This took place so that what was spoken through the prophet might be fulfilled. "Tell daughter Zion, see, your king is coming to you, gentle, mounted on a donkey and on a colt, the foal of a donkey." Up until now, Jesus has been very hush about his kingship. He doesn't deny that he's king. He just doesn't publicize that he's king. He would heal people and tell them, don't tell anyone. People would recognize that he is Messiah. He would say, keep it on the low. Demons would say, we know who you are. He would say, cállate, Miss Monica. Cállate la boca. Don't tell anyone. Hush. You got to see how I wrote it. I wrote it, cállate, K-I-A-T-H-E-Y.